Okay, so here are a few choice games from the end of last season. We have a Yui, a Shell, a Steve and a Claudette. Yui's brought a map, the other two brought toolboxes. Steve hasn't brought anything, which I can respect. I mean, Steve players are usually quite cocky. But as you'll see, this guy was completely different. So we have Midwich Elementary School, the Silent Hill map. Essentially a big square, quite difficult to navigate. Well, not difficult to navigate, but hard to kind of cover all the gens. So we see Steve first. I'm going to go to the door, see if he hasn't seen me. He has. And he walks up to me. Well, I've had people do this to me before as Myers. It is quite strange. I'll give him a whack. And he stays. I'm swiping this to say, like, run, go. I just hit him down. I'm thinking, why has he done this? I'm looking at him, I'm looking down the hallway. Is this some sort of distraction? I mean, you get so paranoid online. I do anyway. You can never trust anyone. So I don't know. I hear a gen above me. Pick him up anyway. That gen goes off. Did just see someone teabagging there in the hallway. And now I can hear them running up behind me. And take a hit. She goes to Sabo but realises she doesn't have time without taking a hit. This is a god pallet, so I have to break it. There's no way around it. Follow her up. Wait at the pallet. Pretend to go one way, come back the other. And she runs straight into me. I mean, that was an unsafe pallet anyway. She should have made distance to... I think there's a window at the far end of that room. I'll take the hook. Steve has been rescued and is crouch walking along the hallway. I check the corners. There's a lot of dark corners in this map as well. People can hide. And there's a shower that rescued him. I want to tier 3 her and just knock her down before she gets the unhook. And we do. So now, essentially we have the whole team under pressure. She's on the hook, Steve's down, Cheryl's about to be hooked. And there's a fourth person that has to come in and hook one of these. Instead they decided to stay on a gen. Look this way, no one there. So she's going to come round to pick up Steve. I do have 2 people hooked upstairs, so I'll look down this hallway. None from there, none from that angle. Let's check. Down here. No one. That's the gen she did. Now I see her at the end of the hallway. Looks this person. Leaves to go pick up Steve. Now someone needs to rescue Cheryl. Steve. Steve. There's one more hook after this. I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to kill him now. She's vaulting something, fast vaulting something downstairs to try and draw me away. Which I don't understand, because she's the only one that can rescue a team now. She's the only one at full health. The other one needs to be healed by her, so really she needs to stay off the radar. I'm trying to get some stalk from down here, from whoever's rescuing. I can hear them crying underneath me. Take that on Claudette. Not everyone is injured. Let's go for the Claudette, she does have the toolbox. She can do gems a little bit faster. Tend to go one way, come back the other. Break the pallet, I don't need to, that's an unsafe pallet, but it's all the better just in case these guys do make a comeback in the late game. They've gone downstairs and start to work on that gen. It's the Steve, I don't want the Steve again. Head on stunned. I think who is this? Is this a Cheryl? Or the Yui? It's the Yui. Throws a pallet earlier, pretend to go one way, come back the other. It's 3 times that's worked now. 3 different survivors. I'm stuck on something there, I don't know what. Anyway, that's one player eliminated. Really, the best thing they can do now is just go away and hide and heal each other. And again, looking at all these little dark corners. I mean, we know one of them has head on, so could just be hiding in a locker. Ah, so one person's healed, so they're grouped up here somewhere, right here. Poor Steve. Knocked down again. There's this Claudette with a med kit. She's the one with head on. I picked the wrong locker. Get stunned again. She just gives up. And there's Cheryl. Gets Steve up. Trying to make Steve run again, but I don't know what he's doing. Cheryl down. I'm reluctant to let Claudette go because I feel she was quite selfish and greedy in that gen and not coming and picking up her teammates earlier. Basically, if you're the last person left, believe me, Steve, if you're the last person left, you have to go and rescue. Because anyone dying just makes the team weaker. So we get this Claudette that's head on stun numerous times. I'll stand back and watch her. If Steve comes in to rescue, I will kill him. This is where he needs to trust me now. Steve? Yes, yes, you can go. Oh, I realise I can't open the gate because they haven't done enough generators. Okay, come with me. I'll find the hatch. It's the last prayer alive, so the hatch should have spawned and opened now. Just have to listen for that sound. There it is. Steve? He was behind me. Let's go and find him. Blood trails leading up the stairs. Where are you going? Come here. I'll carry you to the hatch. Don't struggle. And he's not wriggling, he knows. Still reluctant to walk through that pallet just in case he has the new perk. Which allows you to stay. Go be free. And yeah, that was kind of a funny game, but I absolutely dominated at the start, so like I say, I had a feeling about Steve. He didn't seem to be a toxic player, so we let him go. Yeah, they weren't the highest ranked survivors, so maybe just an experience. But yeah, on to the next one. So we have Mount Ormond Resort, probably the most hated map in the game for killers. It's recently been reworked. They removed the infinite from this building, the infinite loop, by putting in this breakable door. There are 2 more breakable doors upstairs as well. It's probably the best thing to do if you ever come to this map and spawn in this building is break all the doors, especially this one. But there are 2 more upstairs I should have broke as well. And yeah, while it's not as strong as it was before, it's still quite strong. They broke up a lot of the tiles with junk tiles, and shorter loops and that, but that structure in the middle is still quite strong. There's still just a lot about. She almost runs into me there. That's a god pallet, that creates an infinite loop, so that was good to get out of the way early. Let's see if she's going to jump this window. She doesn't, she decides to greet the gen. Okay. Hesitate here to see if she'll jump through the window. She doesn't. Again, stop trying to do the generator. Terrible misplay by her there. Oh, now 2 gens have popped at once, that's bad. Doesn't have enough time to heal her, she hasn't been down long enough to have recovered. Right, so we've got 2 downs, and we've got the basement close by. There's only one way in the basement and out. That stairway, I mean. Hooks don't break after the person dies as well. So this is a very strong area to hook survivors in. Which, considering we just lost 2 gens, is what we're going to do. For some reason I can't break that generator, keep that generator even. Lloyd has picked him up. Is it Lloyd or is it Fang? See if he jumps this window, he does. Yeah, can't kick that gen for some reason. Anyway, put him in the basement. Still can't kick that gen. Just have a look about, see if anyone's going to come for the rescue. They are, just behind a tree. It's a Meg, she's got sprint burst. while she takes off. That's a perk that allows you to run at 150%. Both of them dead? 150% faster than your normal running speed. Okay, looks like they gave up. Maybe to give these two a chance to get across the other side of the map and pressure some gens. Instead, one of them decides to come back for the rescue. And the only thing you can do in that situation is the remainder of the team comes in for the rescue. One body blocks while the other gets them off the hook. One of you will probably end up going down. But sacrificing one player to get back two players is good. Just look and see if this final girl will come in for the rescue. I personally wouldn't, because like I say, it's a death trap on your own. She decided to try and sneak in. The thing with Michael Myers is he has a very small terror radius. In tier 2, what I'm in now, is a 16 metre terror radius. And most killers have a 32 metre terror radius. So I only have to move, a few metres away from something and it's like I'm not even there. I have my tier 3 ready here. Just to drop her quickly. Slightly mistime it there. That's what I mean about there's all sorts of junk tiles around, like small bits of rocks and unsafe pallets like this one. She took that way too wide, but I think she was trying to get a fast fall over this. But yeah, glad to win on Mount Ormond with no perks. It's a very difficult map. You can see the size of it as well, it's huge. See if you can split the gen pressure as survivors, do one side, one the other. The killer stands no chance. Look how far that generator is away in the corner there. But yeah, we get the 4K. So they put me in a difficult situation and I put them in one. Rainbow ranks. Okay. So we have Gas Heaven. This was taken from the week when these maps had just been graphically updated and reworked, so there were this and Mount Ormond were popping up quite a lot. Should we spot someone there? Don't know if they've seen me. Yeah, that guy had spine shell. She didn't see me, she just knew I was looking at her. Man. This girl on the other hand. Right, so I want to make a panic vault. But I want her that side so she's got a long way to get to the door to get out. It gives me a chance to catch up a little bit. She's not hogging the building side. The best thing she could have done there was to hug the building and go all the way around. Just absolutely panicking now. It goes down. To be fair, I've been guilty of doing that myself. Yeah, the best you can do is just run this all the way tight round here. You can jump through the window, make it to the other window at the back here and jump out again. At most you'll get 3 loops out of it without having live, which is enough to waste the killer's time, which is what it's all about as Survivor. And we'll go over to heal. Quite sure what the other guy did there. I meant to hit her instead of downing the girl, but so I just take some stalk and try and get our first hook on this girl. Nia. That's the character's name. Okay, so we have one person hooked, one person injured. It's not a great start, but it's not the worst. So having a look around. If someone has touched that gen that's nearby, or if they've left, be going back to get the rescue. I don't see anyone there. Someone's come back to the gen. Fortunately it's the Steve. Yeah, should have went somewhere and got healed. So she's been rescued, so we know where 3 people are. And only 1 person unaccounted for. Now they should go up and heal them too, which they have. So again, I don't have a lot of pressure at this point. 1 person on the hook. All 3 survivors are healthy, so 1 healthy survivor has to go in and get the unhook. That means 2 people could be either doubling up on gens or doing 2 separate gens. She has sprint burst. Claudette. The person's been rescued. Down to 2 gens, so I need to start snowballing and getting people down. I don't want the Steve because he's injured, I want the person that rescued him because they're at full health. Straight through the window. Again, I want to give him a long way around to the door. He's not panic bolting, he knows. Yeah, but he's not going to fall for it, so I have to break this. Straight out the window. Goes left instead of right. I'm maybe going to play this pallet. Yes. That was an unsafe pallet, so I could have got him without that. I just reacted in time. Other person has been healed. I need to go and keep that gen to my right, yeah. Smart is working out. Steve. I'm not sure, I think he's got sprint burst as well. Seems to have got quite a bit of distance from that. But yeah, we need to kick this near with the toolbox. You see how she's running this loop, she'll be running it tight to the rock. So if you don't know what to do, you know, you don't know the map very well, the best thing is just the structure you're on, just run it as tightly as possible. Maximum you'll get 3 loops out of it before taking a hit. That's, you know, on a small loop that's 10 to 15 seconds of the killer's time wasted. And a large loop, you know, say a building or something, that's, you know, you can waste quite a bit of time. She hesitates there instead of making distance. I mean, she's only one hit for being one hit down, so she should have kept running, but... Anyway. So they only have one gen to complete now. I only have potentially 3 people occupied. So one person could be finishing the last gen. Which they do. So it's beginning to look like a loss here. This is what I love about Michael Myers. He make one mistake, he always has the chance to come back. Providing you're prepared for it. That's why I've 99 my tier 3 there. 3 healthy survivors. I can get them all. If they bunch up, I can get them all down. Really, yeah. So he's coming in for the rescue. Someone should be on the door of 99. Which when we turn around, we can see they have. He decides to come in. He wants to stun me with the pallet. Get me to break the pallet. And whilst I'm doing that, he'll get the rescue. One comes into body block, but they don't realise I have tier 3 and can drop both of them. If I didn't have tier 3, I'd hit one. The other one would have got the rescue. And 2 people, and well, they'd have all got out really. The other person says, I'm out, and they just leave. It's a smart thing to do. Yeah, just in just a few seconds, managed to turn the whole game around and get a win. I couldn't reach a hook with this guy, which was kind of annoying. He decides to run and pick up his mate. He could have just run straight out the gate. But you know, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to save his teammate. He goes to tap the door, realises he doesn't have time. So tries to carry on running, but in that moment's hesitation, I managed to catch him up. As you know, this gate's already open. He's almost out. Oh dear. Well, just make it a loop in time. And yeah, that was a comeback. Ranks as well.